Hello everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day. Hope you are all having an amazing day today. My name is Lex and welcome back to some more GTA 5, where today we're checking out something a little bit different. Something that you could actually easily see. Right now, let's just get rid of this gun, we don't need to walk around with that. All of this around me right here is not what you would normally see inside of GTA 5. That is because today, we're not looking at a car, we're not looking at a script. I just want to check out this amazingly beautiful Forest of Chiliad add-on map for GTA 5 that adds, get this, 2,774 new trees around the base of Mount Chiliad. And you're probably wondering why. I mean, some of you perhaps thought that the map looked great as it is, but to be honest, okay, this might be a personal thing. I love forests, especially ones with trees like this, the ones that have like the really long stem and then the tree up at the top. There's something about this that I just find really awesome looking and appealing, and we just don't really have much in the way of forestry inside of this. And is Los Santos supposed to be both South and North California? Considering like we come up north, we do have a bit of desert, but then we get to this part and then we have the mountain and everything else. What we've been missing is a proper forest. What we get is like a small bit of woods near the base, but we don't have the rest of this in standard GTA 5, which is why this map mod exists. And if we just jump back in right here, sit back down, and let's just go for a little sail down here. Because if we get down to the waterfall, this bit down here is absolutely beautiful. I'm going to get out in a minute, go back to the road, get a bike, go have a look around. There's a couple of little hidden things. There's a hidden little hut up there that you can live in. We've also got a missile silo and some other little things. And also there's two different versions of this mod. There's one with these type of trees, and then there's another version which has a different type of trees. We're going to be checking out both in this video today. But before that, there's going to be some comments on the screen. These are comments featured from the previous video. If you would like your comments featured, you can leave them in the comment section below. I'll pick some at random and feature them at the start of the next video. And don't forget, you can also follow me on Twitter at Figureight. Links for my Twitter are in the description below. Right, here we are. Actually, the water is sort of pulling us along because we are very close to this waterfall. In fact, let's just stunt down it. Hopefully we don't crash. Ah, that was nice. I don't think you probably get away with that in real life, but we just managed to just drive down that, or sail down that. And let's just have a look at this. Let's just get out and just have a look at this, with this waterfall and the water, the bridge, and all of these beautiful trees in this forest. It just darkens the area and just makes it feel just more moody and cool and beautiful. In my opinion, you can actually just let me know what you think about these trees in the comment section below. But to me, this is what Rockstar should have done in the first place. Now, granted, when you look to that at the beginning and these trees suddenly appear, it does look a bit odd. I don't know how Rockstar would have been able to add this in and make it look a bit more natural, considering how it is such a drastic change to go from desert to this. Ooh, and that's actually quite nice timing that we've got the park ranger going over the bridge there. And ooh, down some rapids. That's nice, that's fun. So it would be interesting to see how Rockstar would have dealt with something like this. Maybe there was a reason why they didn't put this in. In fact, from what I understand, these trees are actually made by Rockstar, but weren't really added properly into the full game. And these were sort of like unused in some respects. So, I don't know, maybe it was these trees or the other trees, but definitely one set of trees I know from this mod weren't in the original GTA, or they were designed for it, just never put into the final map. So actually, we should probably now just get out of the... is there a helicopter? There's a helicopter up there, isn't there? Oh yeah, that's the old jump missions. Yeah, let's just jump out of this. Let's just go and beach to the side of this. And jump out. There we go. And hop off. And have a look around. So actually, let's spawn in a bicycle. For now, let's just work our way through this. Okay, here we are. Got my mountain bike. I don't really ride bikes often in GTA, I've got to point out. In fact, I don't think many people do. In San Andreas, everyone used to ride bikes. You always used to grab a bike because it was easy to get super fast. You could have like used the bike to like climb up Mount Chiliad back in San Andreas. But in GTA 5, especially now with online mode and everyone just being constantly shot and stuff, who rides on these days? I just love that sometimes in GTA, I just like to just get into first person mode and just grab a bike and just go for a little ride. And when you get map mods like this, it really just brings that whole thing back and makes you want to do it again. In fact, actually, we're getting right to the edge of the forest, I think. Let me just go up for a second. I just want to see what this looks like from the sky. Yeah, okay, that was definitely on the edge. So if we actually go up, whoa, you get a lot of lag when you look at that lot. But as you can see, it just looks a little bit off. I mean, I know that it does actually start at this mountain, so it looks alright. But when you look at it from over this way, it looks a bit odd how the trees just sort of start, like over here. It's kind of weird, and then the trees look really out of place over here and whatever. But when you're down in the area, it sort of just envelops you, and you just sort of get drawn into it. It's absolutely amazing. Let's just sort of jump down to this track just over here. Let's just go for a ride. Look at this. This is absolutely beautiful. So this is an add-on map mod, which means you don't need map editor, you don't need menus mod to spawn this in. This whole thing can be spawned in just using GTA 5 and using Open4 to add this in, just like you would with an add-on car. You know, if you know how to add an add-on car, you know how to install this mod. What do we got here? Is this a random water thing or something? Interesting. This is the sort of stuff that you sort of ignore when you're playing the game because, to be honest, this area is probably my least explored because I never really found it that interesting. But there's just, but there's just something about this now that we have all these trees that I find really awesome and endearing. I absolutely love it. Now, there is actually a less laggy version. I have gone for the super high quality version, which has the high quality LODs that you can see from a long way away. You could actually, if you have a slower computer, you can run the slower version, which I think just has less trees and lower quality LODs and stuff like that. So obviously they don't look very good from a distance. But then, to be honest, with the tree placement looking as random as it does look a bit odd from the distance anyway. The only problem is we have this issue with the shadows that sort of cast in and out, as you can see right there, as we look around, which is a bit of a shame. But here we are. This is the track. In fact, let's now switch to a motorbike, something a little bit faster. Okay, here we are with the Manches. That's a little bit quicker. And oh, now we can get down to this woodworking plant, which doesn't really look that great in standard GTA. There are some trees around this area, which I believe are these smaller trees that you can see here. But none of these big trees we're going to have to go at. Obviously, now we've got the helmet on. It just looks so much... Look at that. That view right there. That is so cool now that we've got all these massive trees. It just looks so more fitting. It just looks so much better with these trees. So actually, now that we've already checked these trees out, before we go ahead and go and find the missile silo and the hut and everything else, I'm going to go turn GTA off and install the other version with the other type of trees, and let's see what it looks like. And here we are back again with the new trees. So the previous trees that you saw were the redwoods, and this is the cedar. Now, I've got to be honest, the cedars do look cool. You can see how they look bigger than the original trees. There was a tree right in front of me. That is an original one, and these ones definitely look a little bit bigger, but those redwoods just looked so much cooler, in my opinion. And if we go up, as you can see, it doesn't really look as cool. It definitely looks a lot more green. It looks a little bit more full, because obviously these are shorter and these are bushier compared to the redwoods. But there's just something about redwood trees and just trees of that nature that look like that, with like the really long, I'm going to say stems, but that's not it. The really long... Oh god, why can't I remember the long bit of tree and then the stuff at the top of it? I mean, these do have that to an extent, but I'd definitely say the redwoods just have a nicer, the darker wood colour, the redder wood just looks nicer as well. But I'd say that these perhaps fit in just a little bit more with standard GTA, especially if you look at all the standard trees that it fits in with around here. They do definitely fit in a little bit better. So this map doesn't just go around the front side where the lake is. This also has trees that goes all the way around this side. Let's just go up in the air so you can see. Right there, all of this has trees. I mean, you don't really get much enjoyment from this stuff over here. I guess this is just to match it. Then we have this with some of the trees coming to the other side of the road just here. This is where you can really start to see the change, actually, is when you start to come around here on the road. You would have actually seen this perhaps in another video that I did recently. Oh, that was terrible. But as you just drive down the highway here and these trees start to appear, It definitely looks a whole lot different than standard GTA. In fact, you can definitely see it as you come around this side. Here is all the custom trees and the start at the edge of the forest. And as we go along, let's try and find, because around here somewhere, it should be around here, there should be a missile silo. Don't know why, but let's go ahead and try and find it and check it out. Okay, after a lot of battling with all these hills, which, by the way, if you just get to this top bit here and just look down, doesn't that look so cool down there? It looks so cool to just be at the top of it and then look down and then go into it. And it just feels so, I've used the word before, but enveloping. It just sort of surrounds you with these massive trees. It's so cool. And here we have over here the missile silo. Around, there we go. I was a bit off with my waypoint. It was actually there. But check this out. So sadly, we can't actually go in it, but this is just a really nice touch to add to this. Again, it's something that Rockstar could have added. This could have been a whole part of a storyline where just deep inside the forest you had this missile silo hidden by I don't know who, but it just adds another cool little touch to this thing, which sadly we can't actually get any higher than these steps here, so you have to actually just jump up. It doesn't really allow you to fall down into it. As you can see, we can just walk around here. But nevertheless, it's a pretty cool addition. I'm sure if this was to have been made by Rockstar or something, this would have been a really cool sort of like mission area perhaps, where that would have ultimately have been released. I don't know, or maybe you'd have had to stop it being released. Yeah, there we are. And we also have this, and also you can see we've got some points over here, including where you would have security and guards. You've got like a portaloo. You've got like a little water tower here. And then we also have this lookout point with a chair and also this gun as well. So you can definitely see how this would be like a massive key story point area. So if we hop back on our bike and we go downwards towards the road, because I just really like how the road looks on this side of the map. Because this is sort of like on the edge of the forest, but you also get it on the other side of the road. This just looks so much better than when it is just really bare and open, just viewing across the lake. It just looks so much better having all of these trees surround you as you drive this road. This is so cool. I love this view right here. Just this little bit with the road going round. Beautiful. And also I like this clearing as well, because you sort of like get a feeling of how just sort of big and thick this forest is as you get to the outside, and it's just nice and light. And then as soon as you go in, it becomes super dark and shaded again. God damn, the lag around here is actually pretty bad. Let's just go off-road here and have a look around, because I think close to here we should be able to get up one of these little hills and it should take us directly to the hut. Might have to actually venture a little bit more along the road in order to find it. Here we go along here. We've got some sort of like trucks and stuff and some logs parked up. I don't know if these are part of it. I think these were actually added by the mod, because they do look a little bit floaty. These do look like things that have actually been placed here for the map, but I could be wrong. Maybe they've always been there. Here we go, along this awesome sandy but wooded road on the edge, and I think it's actually just up here, I think. Let's just follow this mountain upwards and just go up the hill, because up here somewhere should be the hut. Here we are along this really steep bit of the mountain. It's not even the mountain, this is just getting up to the mountain. I believe this is the exact bit I was looking for too. Really lucky that I found this. And here we go. It's actually, we could have just followed this little path here. And we get up the top here, and we have this little off-the-grid hut. It's got its own wind power going on there. And we've also got some solar panels on the roof as well that you can probably see just there. We also have the water tank. We've got the outside toilet. I mean, it's not comfortable living. But then it's off the grid, so it's free living. And if we get up here, we should be able to walk through the door. Look at that, it says go to first person mode. And here we are, inside this little log cabin in the woods. Look out the window if we can. Let's get around here. Look at that, what a view. Got all these trees. Beautiful. And then we've got like all this computer stuff going around here. We've got the fire going on, big massive safe, our double bed, and our sofa with our big TV. And we've got games consoles and everything else in here. And we've even got our iFruit laptop. And, and a spliff in an ashtray. We've even managed to get some Burger Shot. I mean, this is a long way away from a Burger Shot restaurant, so to have that bag there is a bit off. But we're cooking a hot dog in a bun and some steak in a really scratched up pan. I guess that's proper country living for you. And then you jump out, oh, down there, and you get this beautiful view of the forest. Look at this. This is gorgeous. Now, what I just want to do is I want to see what this looks like when it's not sunny. So I want to go for nighttime, and then I want to check out winter. So here we go. Actually, let's just go for a bit of sunset. Oh, this is gorgeous. In fact, let's just go back in time just a little bit. Oh, just that with the long shadows and the sun beaming in through all the trees. Oh, look at that. That is beautiful. I tell you what, this would actually look really nice down by the river. I think we're going to have to go down there and get a load of this view. Yep, I was right. I mean, that helicopter is a bit annoying. Let's see if we can blow that up. Ah, well, we scared him away. That's as good as we can hope for. Also, apparently scared off all the wildlife. Let's just get down to here, where we have this whole view and the sun. Oh, look at that. That's beautiful. In fact, if we get round here, we can have it shining down through the valley. That is gorgeous. Right, let's just go ahead and change the time. Let's just go for nighttime now. Oh, look at that. Nighttime with the lights and a couple of clouds and the starry sky. That is beautiful. Then we go round and then we go to morning with the sunrise that we should have. Oh, look at that. Oh, that is beautiful right there. With all the sun rays looking through. That is fantastic. We've got a bit of flashing. I think for some reason we're not really looking at the sun properly. Look at that. That is gorgeous. Now, let's just go and enable all the snow. Let's go, first of all, let's go for clear, clouds, smog. Let's just run through all of these different weather patterns here. Got some rain, thunder, clearing, neutral, snow, blizzard. Oh, we even get that on the ground with the blizzard. Halloween, snow light. Oh, snow light's pretty cool. Although the blizzard is pretty mad looking. I think snow light might be the winner though. We'll have to see. Let's turn on the snow on terrain. This might crash it. Oh no, it didn't. Look at that. Oh my god. It has all the snow on all the trees. In fact, this would look really cool with the redwood. But look at that. Let's just go. What do we got? Blizzard or snow light? Oh, blizzard is nice. And we get all the wintry sounds. Oh, this is nice. Let's just go ahead and change the time again. Let's just cycle through here. 8 o'clock. Oh, that is really nice with that sun just coming up. The sun shining on all of this. Coming up to midday. And back through. What is it going to look like on the sunset? Oh, look at that. The sunset and the snow with the sun through the clouds. Oh, let's just go and have a look up from the sky. Oh, look at that. In fact, let's just go up here into the forest. In fact, let's just go up near our house. Where we have all the snow everywhere. And the trees. And the blizzard. I don't know if it's going to be snowing inside. Let's see. Let's see if we can't get inside and have a nice cozy. It might be all snowy in here. Okay, it's all snowy and snow. Of course, the weather doesn't know to go through this because this shouldn't be here. So we can't have a nice warm refuge in here. But look at that. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Well, there we go. That is it. This is highly recommended if you just want to have a nice just ride through the forest, just walk through the forest, just enjoy the nice scenic walk, ride, drive, fly, perhaps. It's just something really nice. These are the sort of maps that I think that, you know, should be in the game. This is stuff that Rockstar could have easily put in. It would have been really nice to have a forest here and not be so open. It's going to look really empty when I get rid of this mod. But here we are. That is it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know in the comment section below what you think. Do you think it looked alright in standard, or do you think with these trees it really adds a whole new level? And let me know if you've downloaded it. It would just be really cool just to see nice pictures, cinematic stuff going on in here as well. But there we are. That is it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.